Hey everybody, VP with Metaverse News 1 here, and if you don't know our strategy by now, please watch the previous two videos. It goes into it a bit better, but I'll give you the quick version. We are focusing all of our energy right now, all of our krypton, all of our time, on mining minerals in order to build our character up, in order to have a really nice, strong character and a really optimized Mozart before we start catching Illuviums. I have not even attempted to catch one yet. We're going the nice, slow, patient route. And the whole reason we're doing this is just to see if this is an optimized strategy for later. Because right now we have nothing on the line. We can do whatever we want. So on that note, I want to introduce you guys to my two absolute favorite places to mine. I'm pretty sure they're easily the two best places to mine in the entire Crimson Waste. And I don't really think it's even a secret anymore if you've been doing this for a while. But I still wanted to show you anyway. Now let's go to the map real quick. I've drawn out the routes, and I have placed teleport stations. So the two places you're going to want to go, I hope you can see it, it's dark, is Soka's Garden, which is right up here, and Anguith Graveyard, which is down here. If you see these green pools, you know you're in the right place. Really, everything else, opportunities to mine are so sparse, it's really not a good use of your time. Now you're going to find a handful of encounters out here, some wake, that you can use to catch alluvials. But if your focus is just on mining, and that's our focus right now, this is where you're going to want to go, and these are the routes you're going to want to take. I know these things are more kind of west, but you guys know there is a direct route, but you have to go through that crystal cave right there. And that can be a hassle. You know, you end up in the acid, you're wrecked, and you got to start over. And it's just going to take up a lot of time. So I suggest going through this route right here. This is called Howler's something. You'll see it when you get to it. And then this place is called the Gallery. You go south, come out this way. You have to do a little bit of jumping right here. It's not too bad, but you can figure it out. And then just cut west over to Anguith Graveyard. So here, and then in these little crevices in the middle are easily the best places to find mineral rocks. But we're going to take a trip to both these places because I went ahead and put teleport stations down on both and check them out. Let's start up here. So one note before we start, for those of you who have made it to the 3-minute mark here, this is important. If you go to, we're on stage 1 right now. I started at stage 3, but I wanted to go back to another stage to see a particular route I took. So I went back to Sanctum Mesa to go to that stage. What happens is, as soon as you go back to Sanctum Mesa, you are done with that stage, no matter if you've gotten anything or not. So I wasted all that krypton for nothing. So just be really careful with that. If you're going to go back to Sanctum Mesa, make sure you are completely done with the level. All right, so that's my little tip to you if you didn't already know that. Now we want to go this way. And one of the things I've noticed, especially here, is I like to stay on the outer ridge and do a lap around that first. For two reasons. One, because it's fun. But two, there's a lot of rocks that are kind of on the ledges below. And if you're all the way down at the bottom, it's going to be really hard to get to. You might actually have to come back up to the surface anyway. So you might as well just get them now. Let's see if there's anything in plain view. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for rocks. We're looking for ore deposits. So let's go ahead and traverse the top ridge here and see if we can find any that are really easy to pick off. There's one. Like I said, if you're at the bottom and you saw that, it's going to be hard to get to. But not for us. Oh, there's two. That over there's a plant. Remember, we're not mining plants. Just rocks. Because that is the most efficient thing to do right now.
Good.
I don't think there's any reason for you to sit there and watch me mine all day, so we'll skip the actual mining part of it. You guys know what that looks like. We're just going to find these things and just show you how many of these deposits are down here. I thought we had 2. That's not what we want. That is a plant. All right, well, let's keep going around the ridge. You guys hear that police siren or not? That's on my end. All right, so we're getting somewhere now. You're going to see that rock that looks like it's pretty far down. So I'm not going to worry about that one up here. Let's see if there's any higher ones. Those are on a ledge. Those rocks there. They don't look super hard to get to, especially if we jump on that flower right there. I'm going to skip those for now, but just know that they are down there, because there are a lot of rocks here. What I'm looking for is rocks that are very hard to get to, assuming that I was on the bottom. A lot of encounters here too, as you can see, and a lot of plants. If that's your thing, that's just not my thing. Let's stay up top. So those are the same ones we saw before. Yeah, they're low enough. But I want to hit this entire perimeter. I'm telling you, it's going to save you time. And it's fun seeing how high you can get. So you can get to the top without falling off. So this time around, like, we haven't gone through the whole perimeter, but I think we're pretty good. We can go back down and check out those other rocks. And these are really nice and close together. They were yesterday too. I wonder if it's going to be that way all the time. So let's mine these real quick. And where's our other one? Right there.
Take it.
So maybe there's some of you who wouldn't mind watching me mine the whole rocks. There's really 2 types of people out there. Those that, you know, don't mind watching 5 hours worth of somebody streaming a game, and then there's others that would just rather you get to the point. I think my audience is the latter, so that's what I mainly focus on. So let's take a look and see where we are on the map. Alright, so we need to go north and check this whole area out. I'm going to kind of maybe go in a spiral, maybe kind of go this way and then hook around and see what we can see. Plant, not what we want. Let's take a look in the middle though. You do see a lot of rocks in the middle sometimes. 2 plants over there, nothing yet. Looks like another Mozart down there. See that? But I'm not seeing any rocks. That's not a rock. We'll certainly get there, though. They do exist. We've already hit 2 of them. That could be 3 up there. So, I got a bit lazy and I didn't do the entire perimeter. And now I got to pay for it. But that's good. Let me show you how to do that. Pretty easy. This is going to be towards the north of Soka's garden. You just head up here, and then you're right back up top. So let's take another survey of where these things are. Now I can't see them. Let's keep going. Okay. A little hard to see because of the dust storm here, but let's drop down one more. Get a better view. So you're going to want to go top to bottom here just to make things easier. I'm going to try to get over to that ledge here because it looks like there's 2 very close together. Let's do that first. Nice. Another 2 side by side like that. Alright, so we do need to check the middle. I'd be really surprised if there weren't any in the middle. And we've already gotten, what, 5, 6 already in a pretty short amount of time. So this is a really great honey hole regardless. But there are usually rocks in the middle. So we're going to keep looking. You guys ever hit caps lock instead of shift when you're trying to fly? That's fun. No. Look, a rock right in front of us. Let's hit this one. Okay, while we're here, any other ones we should be aware of? Plant, plant. Wake. Wake. Alright, let's keep going. But we did find our rock in the middle. So good to know it still exists. And there's another one. And there's another one. Let's hit that one first. We seriously might end up with 8 or 9 rocks just in this one area. It's that good. I don't know why you would spend your time in any other area if this is what you were looking for. Where'd it go? There it is. Let's go see if we can catch that other one. Where'd you go? Right there. Let's continue to fly around the middle-ish area. See if there's any more. Anything else is just bonus right now. We've gotten so many rocks. And that might be it. But even if it is, that's fine. We have done very well here. One more search. Just like the higher ground, we're doing that. Yeah, we're back to that Mozart-looking plant over there. Alright, so we have pillaged Soka's garden. Now we're going to go to Anguith Graveyard, but I'm going to do a little something different, and just to make things easier, more efficient, and make things go quicker so it doesn't take as long. I'll be right back. Okay, so what I did this time is I just teleported over to Anguith Graveyard, and just mapped out the ones that I found. So you don't have to sit there and watch me, bumble and stumble around looking for them. Now, this may not be the most ringing endorsement for my second favorite honey hole because this area is very big, and we were only able to locate 3. But there was probably one more that I just didn't find. But usually, last time I found about 5 or 6, and you'll find a couple down below. But a lot of times they are up on ledges. So taking that top-down approach, like I did before, is typically a good idea, but I will say these ledges are not as high as you'll find up north. So even if you are down below, you can pretty easily jump up to these things, but always make sure you check your ledges when you're there. So only 3 over here. We found about 8 or 9 up top. That's not always going to be the ratio every day because it changes, I think. I'm pretty sure it changes. But these are the 2 areas I like best. If you have any honey holes you want to share down below in the comments section, or if you think there's a better route to get to one of these 2, let us know. Strategy-wise, we're all in this together. So let's all put our heads together and optimize things the best we can. And in the next video, I believe it's going to be the next video, we're going to go to the forge and start putting these things in motion and start building up our character, start building up Mozart, and getting ready to fight. I'll see you down the road.